Now, the battle for legislative supremacy is back. This time, not in Parliament's chambers, but before the people.
Senators today stormed Busia to rally public support for a constitutional amendment that could rewrite the balance of power between the Senate and the National Assembly, reigniting one of Kenya's oldest political rivalries. Who really makes the law?
Grace Nganga has more.
Senators today took their campaign to expand the Senate's legislative authority to Busia County, engaging residents in public participation on the proposed constitutional amendment bill. The exercise, part of a countrywide push to gather views, is more than just a constitutional formality. It is the latest front in a long-running tough war between the Senate and the National Assembly.
The people must rise up and demand for services from the elected MCAs and escalate it to the executive.
For years, the Senate has struggled to assert its place in Kenya's legislative hierarchy, often accusing the National Assembly of passing its constitutional mandate. From budget debates to bills touching on counties, senators have repeatedly found themselves sidelined or overruled. This simmering contest has now spilled into the open through the proposed amendment, which seeks to expand the Senate's role in lawmaking and oversight.
This is a very good bill, and I can actually support it. But again, our view merited for in the roles that you've been given.
Let us support the Senate so that them also, they may be part and parcel of people who may make policies that can shape the education system for that case.
At the heart of the proposal is a desire to give the Senate more direct influence over national legislation, particularly in areas affecting counties. Senators argue that the current constitutional framework limits their ability to fully represent devolved units, leaving them as spectators in critical policy areas that touch on devolution and national resources. The amendment, they insist, will restore balance and strengthen the spirit of devolution envisioned in the 2010 Constitution.
Yale mambo yote ambayo mtayazungumza hapa ambayo wataenda kwa Hansard baada ya sisi kutembea kwa makaunti 47 tutaenda referendum.
So ndio tumekuja kuwauliza ruhusa au kuwaomba ili mturuhusu ndio tuweze kubadilisha yale ambayo tumeonelea.
Yet, the push has not gone unchallenged. The National Assembly views the proposal as an encroachment on its legislative turf and a possible dilution to its powers. Some MPs see the Senate's move as political posturing, an attempt to claim relevance rather than a genuine constitutional correction. The rivalry, long fueled by institutional ego and overlapping mandates, now risks deepening at a time when Kenya's governance system calls for greater cooperation between the two houses.
Bunge la Senate, tunawaomba nyinyi ndio kama baba wa nchi hii ya Kenya. Katiba imewapatia mamlaka. Kama bunge la Senate nyinyi ndio mmeshika Kenya. Tafadhali angalieni mambo ambayo yanatusumbua sisi kama watu wananchi wa kawaida.
And in matters affecting governance structures, devolution and funding, a referendum must be mandatory rather than optional.
As the senators gather views and the National Assembly watches warily, the amendment debate has become a test of constitutional maturity. It asks whether Kenyan leaders can rise above rivalry to refine the architecture of governance, or whether the competition for relevance will once again eclipse reform. Reporting for KTN from Busia County, I'm Grace Nganga.
Coming up, teachers continue to be celebrated even as they marked World Teachers' Day on Sunday.